Alright, you guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get started here, guys. We have lesson 2.1, which is modeling with expressions here, guys. Our objective here is for students to rewrite polynomial expressions by combining like terms. So we had already done combining like terms in this case, guys, but we're gonna go ahead and be adding a few things like distributive property, adding and subtracting. So variable, once again, guys, talks about the letter used within the expression. Coefficient is a number in front of the letter, right, in front of the variable, and then we have term, right? So directions here, guys, go ahead and write this down, and we're going to go ahead and start off with problem A. Now, basic idea in this case, guys, whenever we're combining like terms, we're focused on identifying the terms that have the same variable, right? In this case, there's no extra exponents, so we'll just look at variables. And also in this case, other terms that they have things in common, whether it's going to be, like I mentioned, a variable, or it could also be a number. So for example, on this one here, I could actually say that the term 6x and 9x could actually be combined, and also the terms 3 and 6 can be combined, right? So if I do that in this case, guys, if I get a 6x plus 9x, I know that these here, I would do 6 plus 9, which is 15, and I carry my x. So that's going to be a 15x. Same thing in this case, guys, with the 3 and the 6. 3 plus 6 is 9. So my answer in this case, guys, for the equation here is actually going to be 15x plus 9. That is the answer of a simplified expression, right? We rewrote it. So that's what we're doing in this case, guys. Once again, identifying its like terms, and then writing the expression together. Taking a look at the next one, guys, same idea here, same idea. I have a 10x plus a y plus a 6x plus a 7y. Notice once again in this case, guys, I'm going to go ahead and combine the x's and the y's, right? So then this is going to become a 10x plus a 6x, right? 10 plus 6 is 16. So that's going to become a 16x. And then I have a y plus 7y, and we know in this case, guys, the y here actually has an invisible 1, right? So in this case, 1 plus 7 is going to give me an 8y. So our final answer in this case, guys, should be 16x plus 8y. Basic idea in this case, guys, combining like terms. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one in this case, guys, at problem C. Same idea in this case, guys. We're just working with opposite signs here. So let's go ahead and start off with x's and our constant, right? In this case, guys, if you have a term that's just a number, it's known as a constant. So let's go ahead and combine that. It's a 3x minus a 7x. And in this case, guys, opposite sign subtract. So I know it's going to be 4. And our bigger number, if I ignore the signs, is going to be 7. So my answer is going to be negative 4x. Negative 4x. Then I have negative 4 plus 8. Opposite sign subtract. Negative 4 plus 8, that's going to give me 4. And it's actually going to be a positive 4 because 8 is a bigger number. So our final answer here should be a negative 4x plus 4. That is C. Moving on to D in this case, guys, same idea here. Terms that I can combine in this case, guys, are the x's. So I have a negative 9x plus a negative 3x. Now I am putting this in parentheses, guys, just so we know that the negative that's here, right, it's the negative, not subtracting. Same signs add, and you keep the sign. So that's actually going to give me a negative 12x. Moving on to the next one, I have a 3y plus 5y, which 3 plus 5 gives us 8. So that's going to give us an 8y. So our final answer here, guys, is negative 12x plus 8y. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at a few different ones in this case, guys, maybe a little bit more challenging here. In this case, guys, I have the expression of 6n minus 8 times n plus 4. Now, on this one here, guys, whenever I see parentheses, I know that I have to multiply. Now, whenever I have that number on the outside, I actually have to multiply on the inside of the parentheses, right? And notice in this case, guys, I circled a negative 8, not just a positive 8. So I'm going to bring down the 6n. Nothing happens there, but I need to multiply negative 8 times n, and also negative 8 times 4. right? That's me showing the work here. So it's going to be 6n minus 8n minus 32. From here in this case, guys, I could actually combine these two. And because they're opposite signs, we're going to subtract and keep the sign of the bigger number, which is going to now become a negative 2n minus 32. And that is our answer. So once again, in this case, guys, if you see parentheses and there's a number on the outside, we know that we're going to be multiplying in this case, guys. So make sure you guys distribute. Next one. Same idea in this case, guys, just a little bit more longer process, and there's double distribution here. So notice in this case, guys, the 10 is attached. Here, the 10 is attached to the parentheses. So I am going to be multiplying that 10 inside and multiplying that 10 inside, right? So let's go ahead and do that. 10 times a negative 7 is negative 70k. 10 times negative 9 is negative 90m, right? I'm going to go ahead and bring down the 4m. Nothing happens to that. And notice once again, another set of parentheses in this case, guys, with the number on the outside. So I'm going to go ahead and get this number and multiply it in and multiply it in. So that would give us, in this case, guys, negative 5 times 3m is going to be a negative 15m. And negative 5 times k is negative 5k. Now, we did all the distribution in this case, guys. So now we have to combine like terms. I know in this case, guys, I'm going to go ahead and combine all the terms that have a k. So I have a 70k, negative 70k, and a negative 5k. Now, the ones with the m's, I have a negative 90m plus a 4m minus a 15m. So let's go ahead and do that. Negative 70k minus 5k. Same signs, add, and you keep the sign, right? They're both negatives. So it's negative 75k. Moving on to the next one, I have a negative 90m plus a 4m minus 15m, right? So negative 90 plus 4, it's going to subtract, so it's negative 86, and negative 86 plus 15 should give us, what is it? What is that going to give us? 101? Negative 101. Let's see. Let's double check, guys, because I could be wrong, right? Sometimes even I fail in the calculations here. So negative 90 plus 4 minus 15. Whew, we made it. That's correct. So final answer in this case, guys, would actually be a negative 75k minus 101m. And that is our final answer.